Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Yameen Jamali, Professor of Zoology, Government Ustad Bukhairi Degree College, Dadu. Dear students, how are you? I am fine here. Hope you will be fine at your home. Dear students, due to the current situation, we are not able to take classes at the classroom. So, we are forced to launch this system, online system. Hope you will learn from this system. Dear students, we start chapter number 1, Introduction of Biology. And the topic that will be discussed today, that is biology and its major fields. Biology, biology is the science of life, or we can say that it is the story of life. And the word we know is the combination of two words, bios and logos. Bios meaning life, logos meaning discussion or discourse. The major fields, there are 5 major fields of biology. They are, number 1, kingdom Monera. Kingdom Monera includes those organisms which are unicellular and they are prokaryotes. That meaning we can say that Kingdom Monera includes all the prokaryotic unicellular organisms. And what are prokaryotes? The word prokaryote is the combination of two words, pro and karyon. Pro meaning primitive or before, and karyon meaning nucleus, meaning a cell that having no well organized nucleus and no membrane bounded organelles. Such a cell is called a prokaryotic cell. And this kingdom Monera includes all the prokaryotic unicellular organisms. Example for the prokaryotes is the bacteria, which are present everywhere, and cyanobacteria which are also called blue-green algae. These are the prokaryotes and are included in the kingdom Monera. Let us see number 2. That is kingdom Protista. Dear students, kingdom Protista that also includes the unicells, but the unicells which are included in this kingdom, they are eukaryotes. Eukaryotes, eukaryotes are the cells which have well organized nucleus and all the membrane bounded organelles and non-membrane bounded organelles are seen in a eukaryotic cell. And what is a eukaryotic cell? The word is combination of two, U and karyon. U and karyon. U meaning true or well or good. Karyon meaning nucleus. That meaning the cell which we call eukaryotic cell that having all the membrane bounded organelles and nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum. All the organelles are seen in a eukaryotic cell. And the eukaryotes are all the animals, plants, fungi, with the exception of bacteria and cyanobacteria. These are prokaryotes, and the rest of the organisms, they are eukaryotes. The kingdom Protista, that includes all the eukaryotic but unicellular stations. The example for the organisms included in Protista kingdom, they are protozoa. They are protozoa, Chlamydomonas, Spirogyra. These are unicellular algae, and these are unicellular eukaryotic, supposed as the animals, the protozoa. And the protozoa, they include amoeba, paramecium, euglena, etc. Number 3, out of the major fields, number 3 is kingdom fungi. Kingdom fungi includes all the tree fungi and water fungi. Fungi, we know, these are unicellular as well as multicellular, because the majority is the multicellular fungi, and they are eukaryotic. They have cell wall, and they are heterotrophs. Heterotrophs, they are so called because they have no ability to synthesize food of their own, and they take prepared organic food from different sources. And the fungi, they include mushrooms, agaricus, you see, Coccinia, and yeast, etc. And they are heterotrophs, but the heterotrophs, which type of the heterotrophs they are? They are absorptive heterotrophs. And animals, they are also heterotrophs, but the animals, they are ingestive heterotrophs. Why we call them ingestive heterotrophs, that we will discuss here. Number 4 kingdom is kingdom Plantae. Kingdom Plantae includes all the eukaryotic, multicellular, green and autotrophic plants. They have cell wall, and the cell wall is made up of cellulose. And number 5, out of the major fields, the number 5 is kingdom Animalia. Kingdom Animalia, that includes all the multicellulars. This kingdom includes those multicellular which are called the animals. Their cell is not coated with the cell wall. All are eukaryotic. They are non-green and heterotrophic. They are, which type of the heterotrophs the animals are? Heterotrophic animals. They are ingestive heterotrophs. Fungi are absorptive heterotrophs. Ingestive and absorptive. Fungi are absorptive heterotrophs, while the animals are ingestive heterotrophs. What is the difference between this? Heterotroph, let me to clear you. What are the heterotrophs? Heterotrophs are those organisms which have no ability to convert inorganic compounds to organic compounds, just like the plants. They have no ability to synthesize, to prepare the organic food of their own from inorganic substances. And the fungi, they absorb, because they absorb organic molecules from different sources and ingest heterotrophs, animals. Animals are ingest heterotrophs because they eat up the prepared food, organic as well as inorganic, but ingest, that meaning that they can eat the food, while the fungi, they cannot eat the food, they absorb their organic food. And examples are also man, mosquito, cat, lizard, etc. Some deviance of biology. Deviance of biology. Deviance meaning small branches. These small branches of the biology, some of them that will be discussed here. The deviance of the biology, they include molecular biology. This is molecular biology is the branch of the biology that includes the structure and function of the molecular components which take part in the biological process of the cell. They include protein, lipid, carbohydrates. Suppose this is a cell which is commonly called metabolic factory. Here chemical reactions in the cell take place. The substances which play a role in the biological processes and the metabolic reactions of the cell, such substances, their study of their structure, function of the molecular components, that is called molecular biology. And the molecules which take part in biological processes and the chemical reactions in the tissue building, they include protein, lipids, carbohydrates, fats and minerals, etc. These are the molecules which take part in the biological processes strictly concerned to these substances, that is a molecular biology. Number 2 is microbiology. Microbiology, the word is combination of two. Micro meaning small, micro meaning small, biology meaning study of the organisms. Microbiology is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of those organisms which we cannot see with our open eyes, which can be seen with the use of the microscope, and they include bacteria, virus, protozoa. And number 3 is environmental biology. Environmental biology. It is also called ecology or ecology. Environmental biology is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of environment, or we can say that microbiology or the environmental biology or ecology, that is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of a relationship between organisms, relationship between the organisms and their environment. Number 4 is marine biology. Dear students, marine biology is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of those animals and the plants which live in the seawater. It is not only concerned with the study of marine animals and the marine plants, but this also includes the study of the water, the study of marine water, their physical and chemical properties of the marine water, and you see the animals and the plants which live in the seawater. This is marine biology. Number 5 is fresh water biology. Fresh water biology. Freshwater biology is the branch of the biology that deals with those animals and the plants which live in fresh water. Fresh water, the study of freshwater animals and the plants, and also the physical and the chemical properties of that fresh water. Parasitology. Number 6 is parasitology. The word parasitology is the combination of 3 words. Para meaning beside, cytos meaning food, and logos discussion or study. Parasitology is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of parasites. Dear students, what are the parasites? Parasites are those organisms which live to feed in or on the body of other organisms. Suppose the lice which live in the hair, the leeches, and some bacteria, viruses. These are the parasites, and the study is parasitology. Number 6, human biology. 7, human biology. Number 7 is human biology. Human biology is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of human life. The human life, the morphology, the physiology of the human, anatomy, and etc. Number 8 is genetic engineering or biotechnology. Genetic engineering or the biotechnology is the field of the biology, branch of the biology that it deals with it has a wide range. The genetic engineering is the technique to manipulate the genetic material of 2 organisms, or we can say that genetic engineering or the biotechnology is the technique to change the genotype of an organism. How will we change the genotype of organism? Suppose this is the bacterial cell. We take a gene of human, insert a gene inside the bacterium. By this way, we have changed the genotype of this bacterium, and the technique by which we change the genotype of organism, this technique is called genetic engineering or biotechnology. Number 9 is social biology. Social biology. Social biology is the branch of the biology that deals with the study of social behavior between the organisms, because we know some of the animals, they live social life together, they work for one another, in them there is a division of the labor, just like in human beings. The well-known example is the human beings, and this social life. The other animals, they also live social life, just like the honeybees. Dear friends, inshallah, we will meet in the next topic. Thank you very much.